Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now it's Haskins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 64 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Haskins. He's going to go for a big play down. This is caught inside the 15. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
1st down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We'll look now at our starting defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Haskins to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3, 2nd and 7. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Haskins will throw. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nick Boyle. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They can't stop us, baby.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Time to go.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Going deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins outright. This is Boyle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Haskins going to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They go play action with Haskins. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Haskins able to connect there with Richardson. 7 yards there and a first down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Here's Haskins. Got an open man. It's QT. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Let's go, touchdown,
Calvin
baby.
Ridley,
Let's go.
his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is the tight end fan. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Watson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. The Dolphins trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Hunter Renfrow, a touchdown reception. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. In that matchup, all even in their battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. In our game, it was Dwayne Haskins with a strong first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Jerry Tauchu brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Watson, and an alley to run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Situation, let's go.
Watson on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
55. Watch the run. Hey, watch it.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Draw play. Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watson on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now it's Haskins. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Haskins will throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Haskins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bryce Love, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And able to complete it to Moreau. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 6, a minute 46 to go. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Watson now to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Watson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now it's Watson. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Lambo on for the extra point. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Lambo to add on the extra point. And they have got the lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
We got this.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Panthers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for